In this video, we're going to be doing a 99 Lives video review. Now, this is going to have a woman crashing a brand new bike and a few other things. So let's go ahead and discuss what happened, how it happened, and what we can do better using the after action review process. Warning, this video contains some that's whatever. All right, so we're riding right here with a bunch of friends, fully pinned. Look at that guy way up there. He's going a little crazy. Ooh, watch out now. And we panic braked. So we need to practice our brake. We need to practice our braking skills. It looks like he panic broke right here, right? Smashed it. Dumped the bike. Thankfully, he had some gear on. He's got some New Balance shoes. So hopefully nothing damaged there. Practice your braking, guys. Something like that happens, you need to know how to progressively brake so you don't dump the traction off of that front tire and pretty much dump the bike. Go back a little bit. Had to layer down. Exactly, Grimbeard. This is where you hear the whole I had to layer down. All right. So real quick, take a look. Okay, we're having like a little race with friends and whatnot. And then we had some dum-dum go across the path. So we had a little path to travel violation right there. It's a little dum-dum. So this guy's doing a wheelie. You got a brake light. You got a brake light. We got a car. This guy. All these people. What is going on here? Do you think ego might be an issue here? Probably. Let's take a look at this part right here. So this is when he perceived and reacted. Look at that. Ooh! You don't want to be doing that. That is called a panic braking. So he went into brown stage, everybody. Brown stage right there. Action time, but panicked. He got a little poo-poo in the pantalones. Hey, little squirrel. Way over there. A little poo-poo in his pantalones, so he dumps the bike. So what happens when you grab too much front brake too quickly? Not enough weight on that front tire. It's not going to get that mechanical traction that you need to really grip. And what happens is that tire just slips and falls, and then you have momentum because you're turning or you're doing something with the handlebars, and then you fall down. That's what happens. That's a panic brake. So in order to prevent this, in order to prevent this, you need to practice your progressive brake pressure in a parking lot. You know, you can get up to 20 miles an hour in a parking lot pretty easily, but then practice that smooth squeeze, okay? Practice that smooth squeeze. Stop. Quiet.
Really soon, but this is the biggest thing is that you squeeze, and as soon as you feel that weight transfer to that front tire, you squeeze more and more and more, and before you know it, you're going to have 100% traction for deceleration, and you can stop.
All right, so we're moving forward here. We're going really fast. Obviously blurred out the speedo. We're not paying attention to whoa, hit a bump. Yeah. Hit a bump, and there's our shoe. Oh, I'm glad his foot wasn't still in it. I've actually seen people's feet still inside shoes after accidents like this. Not good. What do you think happened there? What do you think happened there? Ooh, that gas tank is crushed. So is it worth it to ride around really fast inside, town? And this is what's going to happen? Ooh, that could have been his body easily. All right, so right here, what we're doing is we're hauling ass. Okay, we have our speedo blurred. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter at this point. This was filmed in Mexico. It's not like they're going to get you anyways. But we're hauling ass through town, and we're hitting bumps. We're hitting bumps. Now, if we're not situated right here, boom, there's that bump. What's happening here is when you hit that bump, we're not situated right, your handlebars are going to get like this in midair, and then you land it, and guess what? It's going to do this to your hands, and you're not going to have full control. You're hauling ass inside of town, and then what do you think is going to happen? You're going to dump the bike, and you can barely see it, but this right here is a car. Imagine running into the back of the car. Nope, no bueno. All right, let's just move on. Let's get out of here. These are good videos, 99 Lives. Thank you so much for making some good videos. Make sure you guys hit that join button. So far, what we've learned today is panic braking and hauling ass. All right, so we're going to be lane filtering. What are some of the common issues with lane filtering? That right there. So we're going to have a lot of path to travel, a lot of merging issues, no real escape routes. We can only decelerate and accelerate out of areas. This is a good view right here. So what do you think happened? Why did he crash before even impacting of the vehicle? What do you think happened there? What do you think caused that portion? A little too much of that front brake, maybe? All right, so right here, remember, guys, we don't have a lot of areas to go. So right here, if one of these people pulled out like is going to happen later, we can't swerve left, we'll hit the white car. We can't swerve right, we're going to hit the Prius, which happens all the time. Priuses are always causing problems. So we can only go, forward or backwards. We can't swerve left or right. So that removes some of our red stage maneuvers of swerving. So we really have to be good at braking and then also be good at situation awareness to see where a possible pattern's coming up. So if we have an open area on one side, obviously somebody's gonna want to come out that way. So right here, this is what I'm talking about. Big open area, big open area. You're going to have somebody that doesn't want to be in the lane over here where there's a lot of traffic. They're going to want to come over here. So that is one of the patterns you look for when you're lane filtering. If you see this big open area, assume that somebody will come out because you have a terrible line of sight because of all these other vehicles are blocking that. So if you see this, remember, you can only brake or swerve now onto the shoulder. Those are the two options you have. So when you get into an area like this where there's this open lane, going to orange stage, definitely. You should already be in orange stage, but go into it right now because you need to get ready for something that could happen. Hopefully nothing happens, but take a look at this. Why were we already falling down? Didn't even hit the vehicle yet. Keep going. Look at the bike. It's already falling down. What happened there is that we didn't do good progressive brake pressure. Okay, remember we also have the secondary out. We could have swerved off into the shoulder. You don't always have to brake, but what you can do is brake enough to slow down to buy you time so you can swerve. Okay, be very careful with these things. That's the whole I had to layer down thing. All right, so we're gonna be going fast. Big hazard out here is that corner. If we're going too fast, hit something in the road. So road surface hazards. So when you're riding in the mountains like this, typically if it's an area where there's a lot of snow, a lot of rain, you're gonna have some damage to the road. So you always have to watch out for road surface hazards, any divots, any potholes, anything like that. Another thing that I'm worried about, since there's no centerline stripe, is that other vehicles coming down towards me head on, especially around a corner. So I'm not hauling ass right here, and I think he slowed down even before this crest of a hill, which was very good. So this is a blind turn. Be very careful with that. So he's going, and there's that divot. Okay, so you're not always looking out at the exit. You're going like this. You're looking at the exit, coming back. Looking at the exit, coming back. Looking at the exit, coming back. And what you're doing is you're looking at where you need to go, but then you're looking at road surface hazards. Where you need to go, road surface hazards. You just constantly keep doing that around the corners. It just sucks that he had to crash, though. But that's the point of an after-action review, is that we're going to learn from it. All right, so same thing. You watch out for road surface hazards. Okay, good view, good vision. Maintain your line. Oh, his buddy crashed. What are you going to do? Are you going to rescue another rider?
Oh, damn.
Okay, so she crashed. So do you have a trauma kit? Do you have medical training? Do you have a trauma kit, guys? Do you know what to do just in case she has an open wound and she's bleeding out? You could easily have a ripped patella. You could definitely have an injury to your femoral artery, your brachial artery, or anything like that. What can you do? She doesn't have full gear, so I'll be checking the body, the extremities. I don't care about the bike. I don't care about the bike. Double check she's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not too concerned about, why she crashed. Right now I'm concerned about what happened. Okay, so let's go back a little bit more. Let's talk about that. So right here, we're going through the mountains. Now that's like a low side. So what do you think typically happens with beginners and corners? Going a little too fast for their skill and then went a little wide and then like, oh crap, maybe panic braked, low sided, or leaned it further and further and further, lost traction and low sided. So typically that's what happens. And then you have that feeling. So that's the oh shit feeling, the OF feeling. Everybody gets that. And here's the thing, say it to yourself, go ahead and do it, but don't get stuck in it. Okay, so we're going into now assessment mode. We need to figure out what's happening with our rider, with our friend, right? So that right there, that is a good response. Getting pissed, because that means she's all there, or at least mostly there. So that means the head wasn't, damaged. There's not a real big brain injury going on, conscious and aware. So this is good. It sucks that we crashed, but it's good to see that. So low side, hit the barrier. So too wide. Yeah, so there's the impact right there. There's the impact, too wide. So what do you think? Too fast for that person's ability? Hey guys, remember, we got to zone in. Yellow stage. Go with what you can do. Don't haul ass if you can't handle it, okay? And don't pressure your friends to do it either. As soon as I parked and as soon as I see her walking late, you can actually kind of see it looks like a little tear on the knee right there. So the fact that she's walking is a good sign. So what I would do is I'd park my bike out of the way of hazards and I'd pull up my kit. You know, I'd get myself some gloves, some PPE. Let's go ahead and get this open right here. Get some gloves, some PPE, put them on. So, you know, that way I don't contaminate any of her, you know, wound or anything like that. I'm not too concerned about, you know, bloodborne pathogens for myself, especially if I know her. Make sure I don't get things infected. You know, if she's definitely bleeding out, you know, you got a tourniquet, you got some 4x4s to apply some pressure and hold it down. And then you got some roll cling to keep it there so you can have your hands moving. Okay. So it's really important to have a kit just in case, even if it's just a Band-Aid like that. Put a 4x4 on, wrap it up, see how the bike is, take her home. You know what I mean? I want to say thank you to RevZilla for being a sponsor of this channel. Click the link in the description. No extra cost to you. It's an affiliate link. It helps support the channel. So if you're going to buy gear anyways on RevZilla and you want to get some gear, click that link and help out. Like I said, no cost to you. I'll see you guys around. We're moving on this one. Look at the road surface. Oh, water.
At this moment, Jackson knew. He f***ed up.
Panic brake. What do you think, panic? Oh, there's ice. That's ice. Never mind. Probably didn't panic. It just straight up lost traction. Ah, look at those ankles. That looks painful. All right, let's go back just a little bit. We're going to just discuss the traction loss issue here. So remember what I said about having, you know, ice and snow and rain can really mess up the roadway surface. This is something you got to watch out in the summertime, but in the wintertime, you should see this discoloration going on right here. As soon as you hit that, oh man, what are you going to do? So there's not much you can do right now, but if we go back, so we're coming up to the area. This is where your situational awareness needs to scan, you know, at least 8 seconds ahead. I think in the UK, guys, am I right? In Europe and UK, it's a 12-second lead you have to do. Let me know, class. You know, I know we're doing this virtually, the best online motorcycle class in the world. I get it. But here's the thing. Let me know. Let me know. I always recommend 12. Okay, you got to see far ahead, super far ahead, because you see the discoloration in the road. It's like, and you know, it's cold out. I know there's water here. So what we got to do is make sure that, you know, that's not ice. Typically it is. So what we do here is slow it down before we get to the area. Okay, so slow it down. That's where the situation awareness comes in. Because, you know, you could be having the best fundamental skills in the world. It's not going to matter when you lose all traction. You can't ride a bike if there's no traction. So we're going to get up to here. You should have already been slowing down. Okay, already been slowing down and go over this as straight as possible. Like, I'm serious. Like, you're creeping along because this isn't a turn. This isn't a turn right here. 8 to 12 seconds in the UK. Yeah. So right here, I don't think he applied. I mean, he was applying a little brake. I don't think it was a panic brake. I think it was just so much of a traction removal from the ice and the turning, just a little bit, probably 20% brake pressure caused him to dump it. Typically, you see with a panic brake, it's like that, and it's like 100% brake pressure, and then you dump it. With ice, already removed traction. Let's say you had 50% max traction no matter what on ice, and our turning takes 40%, and we only gave 20%. I know there's numbers here. I wasn't good at math. Stop making fun of me. Stop it. We need to pay attention here. And right here, the ice is going to mess you up. So go over as smooth as possible, straight as possible, slow as possible, especially if there's nobody behind you. There's no rush. And then once you get on the other side, which you can kind of see, just go ahead and accelerate after that. Slowly, though, because you might still have some ice or maybe some snow on your tires. Let it kick off a little bit.
It was at this moment.
Yeah, I know.
He f***ed up.
Yeah. This is also why you wear gear, guys. Come on, look at this. What's this? What does it say on the bottom? What does it say on the bottom? Smart rider. Okay. The A, acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. Seek out and recognize hazard situations. S, maintain fundamental skills. Acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. Rescue another rider with trauma training. And then teach and mentor other riders. Here, guys, make sure you get your gear. His knee hit. Real quick, guys. If you like what you're watching, make sure you sign in. Click that like button. If you really like what you're watching, subscribe. And if you want to be a crew member, click that join button. Or you can donate like Reggie Nozzles. All right, so we're going to be going with a group ride. We're a little close, sun in the eyes. Don't pass people like that. It's kind of mean. You know, it's not good etiquette. ABS was kicking in. That's a high side. Could have been a lot worse. That's a high side. So that's the impact on the hands. Very dangerous. Low side, you kind of get abrasion and slight impact on the hip. This one, you can break your upper body, like hit your face. Oof. Oof. Ito Rider Motovlogs. I didn't know who this... Yeah. You guys know what channel this is? No! I couldn't tell until now. No! Oh, you got a little angry. All right, so this is what I was trying to get at here, guys. Don't pass people in the corners, especially if, you know, there is no especially. If you know them or not, don't pass them up. It's kind of mean. It kind of resets what they're having to do with their line of sight. Just don't do it. So we're going to get up to here, and this is the one issue, though, you have for you as the rider. If you pass somebody up like this or you haul ass around a corner, you're not really prepped and ready for the next corner, okay? So the easiest way to really demonstrate that is when you do a straight line weave in a parking lot. Go ahead and take that first cone a little bit fast. You might be able to go around that first cone. What about the second cone? What about the third cone? What about the fourth cone? What about the fifth cone? Probably not. So you have to set yourself up for success on the first turn, the first cone. So when we go right here, we're not set up for the first, or we're not set up for the second cone. We made the first one, right? We went around the corner the first time. We're good. Are we set up here? Are we outside, inside, outside? If you want to do the fast thing, no. Are we middle, middle, middle? No. We're like inside. We're going to go outside and then go inside. We're doing the opposite. It's not good. Hear that? That's his ABS. That's his ABS kicking in. He is slamming that front brake. He is slamming that rear brake. If it wasn't for ABS right here, he would have literally dumped the bike. That's a panic. That's all ABS kicking in. ABS, rider aids, traction control, all that stuff. It doesn't stop people from doing dumb things. And it can't solve all your problems. So right here, don't haul ass around a corner. Please don't, okay? And don't slam the brakes. Set yourself up for success.
So right here, what we have is a corner with a line of sight problem. I can't see up and over. So what I'm doing is ratcheting. So I'm looking at these cars way over there, looking here, looking here, looking here, looking here, looking here. And now it's opened up. I don't see any roadway hazards for at least 10 seconds. But I noticed that those cars are disappearing. So how do I prep for this? Because we have also oncoming traffic. Do I go outside, inside, outside? That's not what I like to do. What I like to do is I like to do middle, middle, middle for these, because I don't know of a danger coming out this way, and I don't know of any dangers on my right. So I'm gonna stay middle, middle, middle. And before I get to the top, I'm just gonna go ahead and maintain my throttle, and I'm gonna go ahead and sit up a little bit, like what's over here, what's over here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Doesn't look like any roadway debris. And now it's opening up, opening up, opening up. I'm gonna stay away from these big vehicles. I don't wanna get that wind blast or any debris. And I'm just staying middle, middle, middle. There's no reason to go crazy on this part. And now that I'm through this wide sweeping turn, I can now position myself however I want for safety. I like this spot right here. Gives me an out to my right, gives me a good out to my left, and I can see everything. Remember to always plan your ride.
All right, so lots of traffic, lots of... Oh! He kind of like kept her in that position. Ay, 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 ay. Kind of mean. A little mean. Not wearing gear, but, you know, probably can't afford the gear or can't wear it, you know. Oh, so I would check with the head possibly hit, arm definitely hit. Oh, here we go. Here we go, everybody. What do you think is going to happen? Corner, 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 low side. Oh, his arm, his arm, his arm, his arm, his arm. Road rash. There it is. There it is. That is, looks like level 2 road rash. There's his knee, right knee. Wear gear. It would have prevented that. He's going to be dealing with that in the shower for a while. That's going to be very painful. All right, so everybody, so what we're doing is we're going up to a corner. It's pretty simple and easy to understand here is that we low-sided, push the bike down a little too far, not enough traction on the tires. So that's what's going to happen there. But one thing I want you guys to see, we have a hoodie on. A hoodie and regular jeans. It's not going to offer the protection you need. So there's that impact with the arm, okay? So we're going to put our arms down to protect our core. That's a natural human body response. We're going to put our arms down. But if we don't have any protection here, that's going to get the brunt of it. So that's why we have motorcycle gear, motorcycle jackets. The elbow has elbow protection right here. So he's going to be rolling, rolling, rolling. So this obviously stayed on. So pick up the bike, adrenaline's kicking in. That right there is level 2. That white, that's your dermis. Okay, so you have that, or yeah, it's your dermis. The epidermis is on top. So what you have is your normal skin color, and then that is partially fatty tissue. You remove that top layer off your skin. So all your nerve endings right there in that white area is exposed. Very painful. Nerve endings are exposed. Okay. So that's going to be very painful. The rest of the area is going to be kind of painful. And then you also have the impact. So hopefully there's no soft tissue damage right there. And it doesn't look like he hit his elbow, so you're not having bone on ground hitting. It's going to be that soft tissue. Either way, it's not a fun situation. So we're going to get a little bit further. Quick check. Quick check. There's the knee. Let's go back just a little bit more so we don't have to have his hand there. There's the tear in the pant. Guess what? That's where your gear is. Okay. We have motorcycle gear, beginner gear list in the description. DDFMcrew.com/beginner gear. Okay. Go ahead and go to there. Revzilla has a great resource and you can get yourself some gear. Okay. But simple crash. Now you got second-degree road rash, and you have a tear in the pants. We don't know what kind of injury that is. We don't know it's soft tissue. We don't know if it's, full thickness or anything like that. Either way, I wouldn't want to have that for a simple low side. I want to have full gear. That's why I practice like I play, and I play with full gear. And he's like, I'm going to go home now. Bye. Now remember, this is all clips from the live stream that we have every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on this channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and at the same time, click this video or this video, and keep watching.